Welcome back to a Commerce Conversation here at your chamber office. We are continuing to wear with these times our masks. We're staying socially distanced best that we can. So hopefully folks can hear us today. Who am I here speaking with?
Hi, Mary Beth Hudson. I'm Vice President of the Polysilicon Division for the North American region and also the Site Manager of our Charleston Wacker facility.
Well, thank you so much once again in these times for coming down to the chamber office and having a conversation. Now, from my understanding, you're still working remotely.
Primarily remotely. I typically will go in about one day a week.
Well, and that's understandable. I mean, like I said, but we're wearing these masks, we're trying to keep ourselves safe, but these times are more important than ever for us to share stories. That old-fashioned storytelling like we have in our community about folks want to know, I mean, how's it going? At your facility, obviously, you've got, how many employees are up there?
We have a little over 600, between 600 and 650 at
Wow.
the facility right now.
So I think of each one of those, the families there in Charleston, of course, they drive, you probably have folks drive from all over the place.
We have people that will actually drive an hour each way coming
Wow.
to work from all surrounding counties.
Well, that's great. Now, you've been with the organization for many years. So give us a little bit of background as far as what brought Mary Beth here to Bradley County.
Yeah, so I've been with Wacker now for 22 years.
Wow.
And I was from our facility in Western Kentucky, had been there for several years, even before joining Wacker. I'm a Kentucky native, so had the opportunity to come down to lead this polysilicon organization here, and I was really, really excited about it because this is a great area. It's a part of the country that I always wanted to live in, and so I inquired about the opportunities, and it all worked out, and glad to be here.
Well, especially in Charleston. Charleston is, we see mountains any direction we drive into the office or into work. When you drive in that area, folks haven't been out there lately. I'll tell you, obviously, they respect the privacy of the plant operations, but just the view in that area of our community, it is just absolutely breathtaking.
It really is. And driving into work, seeing the sunrise over the mountains, and then you have the operations, the plant in front of it, it really is beautiful.
Now, as I always share with people who are maybe not familiar with our mountain ranges, when I go to conferences or different things, other chamber business across the country, they always show their skyline pictures. But I'll tell you, they begin to drool when I keep it real, and I'm like, well, this is our skyline. The mountains are our skyline. So that's always something that they cannot really kind of create on their own.
Yeah.
But talking about Wacker, so now I don't even mess it up. It's your story. So how many millions, where are we at with your investment and the growth, expansions?
Yeah, so our initial investment was about 2.5 billion with a B.
Yeah.
And then since then we have expanded. We spent about 160 million on our HDK operation that just started operations at the end of last year. And then of course we have continuously invested in improvements and optimization in the plant since we started.
That's fantastic. Now, the facility itself, because people are always saying that they see that, now there's opportunity still for growth. How many acres is that plant built on?
About 550 acres.
When I saw that stat recently, somehow I missed that. That is huge for a community our size.
Right. And we do have, we have only built on about 20-25%
Wow.
of the land, and we do have our master plan. We built here with the vision of expanding the operations and continuing to grow the operations here in Charleston.
That's wonderful. Now, speaking of opportunities to grow, I'm not sure, these days people are always asking, and it's exciting, people are moving here, or this time of year with their children, schools and what have you, maybe their spouse, they're looking for career opportunities. How do people find more information about, one, your organization to learn more, but two, future career opportunities?
So, of course, like everybody, we have our website, www.wacker.com.
Okay.
And there is a place where you can look at current postings, careers, and that we have available. But from say a student perspective,
Yes.
we have careers typically that are science-based,
Okay.
science and technology-based. So we partner with Chattanooga State on our Wacker Institute Chemical Engineering Process Technology programs. It's an associate degree. That's where we get the majority of our chemical operators. We partner with Cleveland State with their mechatronics programs, and we will get a lot of our maintenance technicians from that program.
Wow.
And then University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, we have partnered with and have had some interns with their chemical engineering program and have hired quite a few students from that program.
That's so impressive. And hope I don't mess this one up, but I believe for your background, you're also a chemist?
Chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering. I messed
Yeah.
it up. Well, I was close.
It's close.
As a storyteller, I tried to at least get somewhat closer to the back. So, well, that's exciting. Anything else? I know that you're based here, but the main operations, it's a German.
Right. So Wacker was founded in 1914
Okay.
by Dr. Alexander Wacker, and it is still a primarily family-owned business.
Wow.
We do have stocks on the German stock exchange, but the Wacker family still owns the majority of the stocks, and actually his great-grandson is still head of the supervisory board.
Oh, wow.
So there is that very much family involvement, and it's really nice because we tend to make strategic decisions for the long term. We're not making decisions on business for the next quarterly shareholders meeting.
Sure.
We tend to make the long-term decisions, like investing so much in the facility that we built from the ground up here in Charleston.
Absolutely. And speaking of investment, you've also continued to invest, and we thank you for that. We, being behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, you invest in our community. Not only with the employees, you serve on our board, our Momentum campaign, which originally gave back for small businesses to grants during this really tough time through the crisis. Any other opportunities that are to share with folks as they hear things that you all currently or have been involved with for community impact?
Oh, goodness.
Is that a loaded question?
It is a loaded question.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you guys are involved with so much. So.
Well, we do have, because it's a partnership with the community.
Yes.
And our team members live here. Their families are here.
Mm-hmm.
We're part of the community. So we do actively promote everyone within the company to give back. So things like Habitat for Humanity.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We have been involved in building several houses in the community. We're best partners with Bradley Central High School, and we are very actively involved with the students there. We are involved in everything from Christmas parade to just a variety of opportunities, especially centered around education.
Absolutely.
And introducing students to the opportunities for long-term careers in the sciences.
One thing, I wasn't trying to put you on the spot there. It's just, I know you all are involved in so much, and some folks may not even realize that, or some folks say, oh yeah, I see their name, but seeing and understanding that connect as far as the faces, the employees you referenced that are part of our community, and also changing, keeping that positive moving forward in the future with education. I know that you guys have been involved. You spoke about our local academics with the colleges, the universities, the Your Skills, Your Future initiative. All those come together with the Chamber umbrella as well. So is there anything that we haven't talked about this morning? I'm sorry, folks, my mask keeps sliding down here. I'm trying to keep it real and keep it safe, but these masks sometimes can be the reality of them. I know if you're wearing one, you understand. Anything that we didn't talk about today?
Well, just basically what we do. So
that's important.
We came here to, initially we built the plant with the idea of producing polysilicon for the solar industry, because the polysilicon it's basically ultra pure silicon metal, and that's the base material for solar panels. But it also is the base material for semiconductors and for those silicon chips that we find in every electronic device,
Sure.
from our phones to cameras, TVs, the 5G networks. Wacker is the leading producer of silicon metal for those semiconductor chips
Wow.
globally. And especially as we have turned to working remotely, we've found that having these electronic devices and being connected is more and more important. And that's really been some interesting growth that has come out of this pandemic.
Wow. Well, thank you for that. And once again, thank you for your time today, continuing to remind folks how they can connect and how they can support. This is one of our local businesses with international roots. So tune in next time to hear more about some of our top-tiered partners, such as Wacker and many others in our community that are embracing the investment in our community for the future of tomorrow.